Hello friends, myself Dr. Nidhi Darbari on My Education Treasure. In my previous video on fluency in questioning skill, I had discussed about defective questioning and factors in questioning. Today, in my present video, I will be discussing about the observation schedule, evaluation sheet, and micro plan of fluency in questioning skill of micro teaching. First of all, we will discuss about the observation schedule of fluency in questioning skill. In the pattern of observation schedule, first of all, you have to write the name of the student teacher. After that, the class, date, subject, topic, period, and duration has to be written. Lastly, you have to write the name of the supervisor. After you have written the above preliminaries, you have to write the instructions. The first instruction is you have to grade the performance and indicate it by encircling the letter. Legend for the observation schedule is A means 95 to 100% correct use of component. B means 85 to 94% correct use of component. C means 75 to 84% correct use of component. D means 65 to 74% correct use of component. And E means below 65% correct use of component. After this, the observation schedule will be divided into 5 columns. In the first column, the serial number will be written. In the second column, the components of fluency in questioning skill will be written. The components of the skill of fluency in questioning are divided into two: structure and presentation. The components of structure is further divided into grammatical correctness, conciseness, relevancy, specification, and clarity. In the next column, frequencies will be written, which will be further divided into 7: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After that, in the fourth column, grading will be done, and lastly, remarks of the teacher will come. The component of presentation is further divided into process and product. In the process of presentation, the following components are included: speed and pause of asking questions, voice of the teacher, repetition of questions by the teacher, repetition of answers given by the students, distribution of questions, and teacher's behavior. In the second component of presentation, that is product, the following components are included: student not intelligent to understand the question, difficult language, no interest, inattentive class, lack of rapport, and lack of previous knowledge. In the next column, frequencies will be written, which will be further divided into 7: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. After that, in the fourth column, grading will be done, and lastly, remarks of the teacher will come. After the observation schedule for fluency in questioning skill of micro teaching, the next is the evaluation sheet. On the basis of evaluation sheet, a decision is taken regarding the teaching and reteaching process. In this, a 7-point scale is prepared bearing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 for recording which component of the skill has been used frequently. Marking 0 means that the component of the skill was completely absent in the process of the teaching. Marking 1, 2, 3, 4 means that the component is normal in the skill of teaching. Similarly, 5, 6, 7 depicts the maximum presence of the respective component in the process of the lesson. In the pattern of evaluation sheet in the fluency in questioning skill, first of all, the name of the student teacher will be written. After that, class, subject, topic, period, and duration will be written. Lastly, the name of the supervisor will have to be mentioned. After the preliminaries have been mentioned, the evaluation sheet will be divided into 5 columns. In the first column, the serial number will be written. In the second column, the component of fluency in questioning skill will be written. The skill of fluency in questioning skill and is initially divided into two structure and presentation. In the structure, the following components are included: grammatical correctness, conciseness, relevancy, specificity, and clarity. The next 3 columns will consist of frequencies indicating minimum, normal, and maximum. 1 or 2 frequencies will be minimum, 3, 4, 5 will be normal, and 6, 7 will be marked as maximum. The component of presentation is further divided into process and product. The component process is further divided into speed and pause of asking questions, voice of the teacher, repetition of questions by the teacher, repetition of answers given by the student, distribution of questions, and teacher's behavior. The component product of the presentation is further divided into student not intelligent to understand the question, difficult language, no interest, inattentive class, and lack of rapport, lack of previous knowledge. The next 3 columns will consist of frequencies indicating minimum, normal, and maximum. 1 or 2 frequencies will be the minimum, 3, 4, 5 will be the normal, and 6, 7 will be marked as maximum. Now we will come to the micro plan of fluency in questioning skill of micro teaching. First of all, we will write the name of the student teacher, then class will be written, after that date, after the date subject and topic to be taught has to be written. After subject and topic, period and duration will be written. In the end, the name of the supervisor has to be written. After the preliminaries, the micro plan will be divided into 4 columns. In the first column, serial number will be written. In the second column, teacher activity will come. In the third column, student activity will be written. And in the last column, the components of fluency in questioning skill of micro teaching will come. After entering the class, the pupil teacher will wish the students good morning. The student will also wish the teacher good morning. After this, the teacher will give the statement that India got freedom on 15th August and ask that what type of government was established in India after independence while walking here and there. The student will answer that a democratic type of government was established in India after independence. The component in this is repetition of answers given by the students, and the component of relevancy is used. The next question of the teacher was, when was the Constitution of India introduced? The student will answer that it was introduced on 26 January 1950. The component used is grammatical correctness. After this, the teacher will ask the question, does anybody know the definition of democracy given by Abraham Lincoln? The student will answer that democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. The component used was not relevant and not concise. The teacher will ask the question, what do you mean by rights? And give the statement that a nation provides some privileges to its citizens for the development of their personality. These are called fundamental rights. The teacher will write the statement on the blackboard. There remains silence in class and student will listen to it attentively. The component is the relevancy of the question. The teacher will ask the question, how many fundamental rights are there in the Constitution? She asks Swati, sitting on the last bench, to respond. Some students will raise their hands and some of the students will respond that there are 7 fundamental rights. The component used is conciseness and distribution of questions. The teacher will now ask the student to name any one right. The student Vibha will answer right to equality. The teacher will ask Namita, what do you mean by right to equality? Namita will answer equality before law. The component used is repetition of answers given by the students. The teacher tells about right to equality. No discrimination on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. The component used is distribution of questions. Equality of opportunity in public employment, abolition of untouchability, abolition of titles. The component used is repetition of answers given by the student. The teacher will ask, what do you mean by equality before law? The student will answer, it means that if 2 persons commit the same crime, both of them will get same punishment. The component used is relevancy, conciseness, speed, and pause of asking questions. The teacher will ask, what do you mean by no discrimination on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth? The teacher asks Radha to answer. Radha answers that it means anyone can go to any shops, hotels, wells, tanks, bathing ghats, roads, etc. The component used is relevance and conciseness. If you found the video to be informative and interesting, I request you all to please give a like to my video to motivate me, share it with others and subscribe it so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get a notification. The teacher will ask the question, what do you mean by equality of opportunity to all citizens in matters of public employment? The student will answer that the state cannot discriminate against anyone on the matter of public employment. The component used is relevant and concise, speed and pause of asking question. The teacher will ask student Rama what will happen if anyone practices untouchability. Rama will answer that practicing untouchability in any form has been made a punishable offense. The component used is relevant and concise. The teacher will then ask the student, what do you mean by abolition of titles? The students will answer that all titles given to the British loyalists during the British rule, like Sir or Rai Bahadur, has been abolished. The component used is relevant and conciseness. The teacher will ask the students to name some of the civil awards given in India. The civil awards are Bharat Ratna, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri. The teacher will repeat the answer Bharat Ratna, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan. The component used is relevant and repetition of answer given by the student. The teacher will ask that name some of the military awards given in India. The students will answer the military awards like Veer Chakra, Paramveer Chakra, Ashok Chakra. The component used are relevant. The teacher will end the class by saying that today we studied about the fundamental rights to equality and asked the student whether they understood the lesson or not. Thank you very much for patiently watching the video and don't forget to subscribe.